5, 4, 3. Alright, hey guys, check out Player dropping in on another game. We're going to be dropping in on Quantic Hai. He's going to be playing Kha'zix in the jungle. You don't see too much of Kha'zix in competitive play yet. I think he has potentially a place in the competitive play. He does, he's got some good ganks once he gets level 6 with especially with his leap. Let's see what he does, rocking that new skin, or not the new skin, but Kha'zix's skin. Let's see what everyone's doing. Moon's going to be in the other jungle. I'll have to see, because I mean, Kha'zix can duel pretty well thanks to his passive. He gets that extra damage out, and especially with his Q. I'm not sure if it's his first level of Q. Let's see. Yeah, it does extra damage to isolated enemies. So, I mean, if he catches somebody out in the jungle, like a Mumu alone, he can do quite a bit of damage, and it's definitely what he can look to do. And he does quite a bit of damage as well to even regular camps, so you can easily just get in there, steal a camp, and then get out of there, no problem. On the other side, bottom lane, you're going to be seeing Ezreal and looks like Lux up against Caitlyn Sona. Caitlyn Sona has that nice poke, that good range. Ezreal has good poke as well, and Lux, if she can lock somebody down, it's going to be very nice. Forcing SC Theory to flash out of there. There's a nice binding onto Viper, going to stop that. But forcing the flash out of a Mumu early, if Kha'zix can, if anybody can really capitalize on that, it will be huge. Blue team is going to start pinging on the enemy blue. See if they're going to go take that instead. I'm sure they have the idea, but, I mean, do they really want to risk that? I mean, some people like to just head back into their own jungle and then try and deny them there. So it looks like Amumu does not really want to risk that. He's just going to go ahead and start red. He can. If it's going to hurt him a little bit, he's going to run out of mana pretty dang fast. But Amumu's, if SC Theory can prove himself here, I mean, it's not super hard to recover from that. People kind of overestimate how much Amumu needs blue. He doesn't really need it too much. I mean, he can start red. I mean, granted, you want to start blue, of course. You want to start blue. I mean, it makes everything so much easier, so much faster. But you're easily going to be able to take this red buff. Look how much damage he's doing to it. Doing quite a bit. Started Boots 3 pots for anyone who is curious. And meanwhile, up top, this is going to be Elise up against Jax. We've been seeing Elise a lot lately. Those buffs seem to have done wonders for that extra AP ratios, giving that percentage damage. It seemed to just be the key, because whenever I've seen an Elise lately, it's just been, they've been so strong. Her harass is really strong. Very early, as you can see, she's already forced Jax kind of away from the creeps this early, and meanwhile down at bottom lane, Moon's coming for a gank, and it's definitely what he needs to do with his red buff. He's got it really early. Ooh, that was a perfect chance for a binding, but he did not want to go for it. I guess he's going to wait for that poke to come down a little bit. But he should try and do this before level 2. Before he gets that arcane shift, he's going to miss the bandage toss. And so now I know he's there. He's going to lose quite a bit. He's already behind Kha'zix. And it looks like Amumu is just going to head straight to this blue buff. This could be dangerous for him. Kha'zix is right up here. Well, Jax is jumping onto Insoy up top. He's got the stun on him. Insoy taking put down to half health. He's going to turn around back on the Viper. Get it, knock him out of lane. Not going to risk that. But Amumu is going to get caught out here. He's not going to be able to take that blue buff. So he has just got Quantic Hai. He's just going to be able to take this. No, he's coming back in. Does Hai have his smite up? Yes, he does. Theory does it as well. Or he will have it up in time. Rise is coming here to help make sure this blue buff is secured. Don't want to give it up. Looks like he's going to start giving it to Rise. He's not going to risk losing this. And yes, he's going to hand this over to Rise. And Rise is going to definitely love that blue buff. He's going to be able to keep his lane from being pushed, which is what Rise kind of suffers from early. He has to expend all that mana just to keep his lane from pushing tower, while Morgana just has to spam it. So he's going to be able to farm very easily at this tower now, mainly due to that blue buff. So he's going to do very well. Very nice choice there from Hai, and Neglect is giving Rise that blue buff just because he's going to be able to farm at tower. And that's going to keep him, make him do very well, scale well very well in the mid game. Meanwhile, Jack's got the ignite on him, and so he's going to flash out of there. Civic Viper, he is going to be able to survive. Can he pick it up with the jump? He's going to throw one more auto attack out, and he's going to be able to pick up the kill. First blood. Very nice use of her jump there, but Quantic Hai is up here. He's got the slow onto him. Can he manage to get him up? He's going to flash forward and be able to pick up that kill. He did get hit by the cocoon, but a nice flash by Hai right into the bush. Going to be able to pick up that auto attack. So a 1-for-1 trade. Kha'zix is definitely going to come out ahead, and Kha'zix is definitely somebody who can snowball very well into the other lanes. And so I think they came out ahead just due to the fact that Kha'zix did pick up a kill. And Jax didn't lose too much there. He didn't, in terms of experience and gold, he was going to lose the same amount. But Neglect is going to get advantage toss under the tower. I'm not sure Neglect has anything to worry about here, even though he doesn't have any mana. Monkey T did not have his binding out, so they couldn't really capitalize on that bandage toss, so they're not going to be able to follow that up with anything. But I mean, Rise still has, despite having that blue buff, he's forced to continue to spam his abilities just because Morgana can easily just keep on pushing this wave, no problem with her Tormented Soil. And that's just a matchup. I mean, Morgana does very well against Rise early. Just that black shield, someone's getting low. Who is it? Lux getting super low down at bottom lane. And that's just, I mean, that's Sona and Caitlyn. Just due to that fact, they have just such strong potential to do anything. There's another Piltover Peacemaker. Meanwhile, up top, jumping onto that CVC Viper, kind of trying to bait that out. And here he comes. He has been baited out. Insoy is going to repel. He's going to jump to a minion that's farthest away. Can he get out of here? One more attack. Not going to be able to do it. Yo, CVC Viper. Going to be able to get in range just in time. Going to pick up that kill. Very nice pickup again from there, and Quantic Hai getting another assist, getting a kill for Viper. So it is just continuing to turn around, snowballing. And hopefully, I mean, that Kha'zix getting another assist, helping Viper get a kill. Lane's going to completely turn around. Another Piltover Peacemaker coming out. Yaoi Fanboy Gary. That's kind of an interesting name. He's going to go back. And honestly, Ezreal and Lux, it's not a bad lane, it's just a level 6 lane. Because they need to hit level 6 in order to really do their full potential of anything. Because Lux Burst combined with Ezreal's Burst with the ultimate, it's so much damage, and then they can easily follow that up with auto attacks from Ezreal, and it's just going to be so hard for, I mean, Sona or Caitlyn to really take all that damage and not have to run away. So, I mean, they are level 6 lane. They definitely need to just stay alive until level 6, keep on farming. Look at the farm, it's 32 to 43. So, I mean, he's about 11 behind. But again, it's not amazingly bad. I mean, 10 behind's it's not too bad. It's about half the kills worth of gold. So I mean, it's not so bad. It's only about 100 gold difference. If we actually look at the gold count, apparently 1700 to about 1500, so about a 200 gold difference. It's not going to be too big of a deal at this right now. It will be a big deal later. It's CVC Viper jumping on Insoy, just getting bursted down completely, taking so much damage. Insoy just getting camped up top. Yet again, there comes the cocoon out. CSC Viper is going to have his leap. Just one more second. Boom. Insoy picking up. No, Insoy's going to live. He's just got to get out of here. Can he get out of here? Rise is going to come in and be able to pick up that kill. Nice, actually, for Rise. I mean, giving kills to everybody. Rise is going to pick up 200 gold for himself, but Insoy's going to start becoming not worth very much gold. But, I mean, they are going to keep on snowballing top. They're going to keep Elise just weak. Not able to get her items, which she desperately needs. She just needs to get those items. All of her damage comes from those ratios. And just nothing going to happen here. But Amumu could find Kha'zix out here. Actually, no, he's going to advantage toss to the blue buff. Did he see him? I think he did. Oh, no, I don't think he does. He does ward it, though. So he does now know he's there. Oh, my gosh. Theory taking so much damage from this. He's got to get out of here. He easily has his leap up. Still, Theory's going to miss it. But it wouldn't have mattered. Wow. Kha'zix doing so much damage with just his brutalizer. And he's going to come out. Is he going to be able to get this blue buff? Elise and Morgana are here. And it looks like Hai is going to be forced to get out of here. He leaps out of there. He's going to get hit by Cocoon, though. Can they follow up with a Dark Binding? No. Not going to be in range for that. If they would have hit that landed Dark Binding, it would have spelled death. There comes the Dark Binding out. Monty, oh my gosh, look at what the damage he's taking. And there comes the ultimate out onto Hai, but Hai's not taking any damage at all from this. He's Flunky T's forced to flash out of there. Quantic Hai's going to get hit by all the spells. He could go down here. The repel is off cooldown. No, he's able to pick up the kill on Insoy is. Surprised he didn't just repel there to kill him. He would have been able to survive a little bit more, I think. But Monkey T going to get out of there. There was no way Insoy was going to come out of that alive. But Insoy able to pick up a kill, but that's going to reset Insoy's gold. So, I mean, Kha'zix could easily just come up top and just punish that again. I mean, we've seen him going up top quite a bit. Someone getting low somewhere. It is Fanboy Gary yet again. They are level, Godum is level 6 now. But, he needs to stop getting hit by Peacemakers, or else they're not going to be able to do it. There comes the ultimate out. Memo's going to be able to pick up that kill. Lupine did get stunned there by Lux, so she wasn't able to get in range for an auto attack. Ezra's going to use his ultimate in order to keep the lane from being pushed, but he's got to be careful. Look at the damage coming out. Memo showing why you got to fear Sona when you're at 200 health. You can't just stay there. Memo can easily, and Sona can easily just pressure you out of there. And Viper is actually already pretty low. He's going to get hit by that. This could be dangerous for Viper here. He's forced to flash out of there. Can he get a stun coming up? No, he's not going to counter-strike. He is now. He's going to counter-strike. Viper actually going to go ahead with that kill. What the heck? Able to pick it up. He's got about 30 health. I'm surprised he didn't counter-strike sooner. I didn't see it down. I never saw him use it. So I'm just surprised he didn't counter-strike sooner, but he did manage to get the nice counter-strike, the exhaust. Not the exhaust, but managed to do a very good job baiting that out. He would have gone. He wanted to go 1-for-1, but he managed to survive that kill. And Quantic Hai, meanwhile, completely bullying this poor Amumu in the jungle. Oh, he's going to be able to pick up these double buffs, no problem. Oh, nice bandage shots by SE Theory, but he's just going to flash over it. There comes the ultimate out from Amumu as well, but a nice quick auto attack by Hai, going to be able to pick that up. Hai, again, doing a very nice job, actually finding Memo as well, but look at the damage coming out there. Can they follow this up? Quantic Hai is going to get ulted by this Caitlyn here. They can't give Caitlyn the double buff, so they have to be careful. Caitlyn getting that double buff will be a huge deal. Lux just ultimate. Lux, where's your ultimate? Can they pick it up? Memo gonna go down! Gudem able to pick up a kill with his ultimate. Wow. I totally thought she would be able to dodge that. Kha'zix still in the jungle. He is getting pretty dangerous out there, especially with Morgana nearby. Neglect getting super low to Monkey T. Can he get out of here? Monkey T, he's gonna miss everything on that. And Godum is here as well. Monkey T is gonna go down. Very nice job there. The Dark Binding landing on Gary, of all people. But Caitlyn is waiting here for Gudem. There comes the net. He was hoping for somebody else, I guess. Did not want to engage on the Gudem, not when Gary was nowhere to be seen. And Hai's able to get out of there. Meanwhile, up top, there's still fights going on, and so he's getting pretty low. The ultimate is taking for Viper, but they're just going to let it go. Not going to risk any tower dives there. But, I mean, he is going to force Insoi out of lane. Just the fact that Viper is going to sustain off of these creeps and then just come towards tower. He does not want to risk that, because he can easily get tower dove at this point in the game by a Jax. Jax is definitely getting really strong. Those ganks from Kha'zix have helped so much. It's just incredible how he's playing. Hai is playing Kha'zix in this game. I mean, Hai has always liked those kind of aggressive junglers, and Kha'zix is aggressive in a different way. I mean, he's definitely got the ganks. He's got a slow if he can land his, he's got a range slow if he can land his W Void Spike, because I mean, it does proc the slowing effect. Does it? Let's see. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't if you evolve it. All right, so it doesn't. But he has a slow with his auto attack when he comes in for a gank. So I mean, that's still really good for anybody, especially when you gank for somebody like Jax, who has a stun, who can get in the position and really do that. I mean, landing that slow is such a big deal. It looks like they might dive him. Quantic Hai is going to get spotted by the creeps, though, so he's just going to instead just proxy the creeps. They do still got Morgana coming up, though, with that ward. Jax is continuing the pressure here. But he's going to repel Viper. He's going to be able to pick up this kill. Quantic Hai was just not paying attention there. And Insoi might go down here. No, another cocoon. A brilliant cocoon. Followed by a Dark Binding. He's going to get locked down under tower. I'm not sure what to make out of that situation. That was kind of a bad dive by Jax. But, I mean, Hai did not follow up as well either. I mean, despite a bad call by Jax, I mean, you still got to follow up with your team no matter what. It's definitely the big key. But it ended up getting them both killed. Where any buffs transferred, all the buffs were transferred to Morgana, and that's going to make things just a little bit harder for Rise. Due to the pushing of this lane, he's not going to be able to have the mana to consistently push this lane against him. There comes the Light Binding coming out, not going to land on anybody, and they haven't really been able to get their burst out. If you look at the CS again, it's 95 to 74. Granted, Ezreal does have a kill, but again, it's just they're not able to really do much against it during the laning phase. Like, they haven't really been able to do anything at all. And it's getting hard for Gudem and Fanboy to really do anything. They haven't been able to make use of their abilities completely. Moo's even down here. Do they know he's there? I think they saw him. Yeah, they saw him with this ward, it looks like. But their knight said they're not going to save it. Ezreal's going to ulti. Try and push that wave out. SE Theory's still waiting here. He thinks they know. They see him in the far back, but I mean, they're just he can't really do anything in a 2v1, so he's not going to be that aggressive. And they should know that. Honestly, SE Theory should be like, okay, he's not really going to do anything unless they try and bait it super hard. But again, against the team that they're just not going to be able to do it. Kha'zix, meanwhile, is doing the blue buff and be able to take that for himself. They had no vision on it, but they had an idea that he was there. And they just showed up a little bit too late, and they really don't have the presence to. It looks like they are going to just straight up do Dragon. I mean, they have the damage with the Mumu's Despair and Caitlyn being there as well. So it looks like, yes, they are just going to take this Dragon. Meanwhile, Kha'zix is jumping onto Insoi up top lane, taking so much damage. Quantic Hai getting super low. One more on should be able to do it. And Quantic Hai is going to be able to take that, getting so low from those minions, but he's able to get out of there. His ultimate does quite a bit, able to mitigate quite a bit of damage when he can't be seen. But Monkey TV showing up as well. He does not have his Dark Binding up yet. If they can land something onto him, it will be huge. His Dark Oh, it's off cooldown still. Black Shield not going to be able to block it, so I'm going to be forced to get out of this flasher. There comes the ultimate out. It's only going to hit Neglect, though. The exhaust is coming out as well, but a move's coming in. He's going to flash the light binding. He's going to jump over the wall. Quantic Hai does not want to get caught out of here. The ultimate has not yet gone out from Morgana, but Monkey TV taking so much damage. Quantic Hai is going to go down as well. CSC Viper jumping onto SE Theory. He's got the Ignite on him, but the ultimate is taking on himself. Viper is going to be able to survive, so a 2-for-2 exchange, or a 2-for-1 exchange. Quantic Hai did go down, but he did transfer the buffs to Jax. That is a big deal. Keeping those buffs in the game still. Making sure they don't just go away. And giving them to Jax, like, that's such a big deal. Especially on Jax. The red buff and blue buff is so big. That true damage from Jax is just going to get scaled so hard with his attack speed. The slow is going to make sure he sticks to people. And red buff Jax is definitely scary. Ultimate coming out from Lupine onto Goody. Just a little bit of poke there. People need to use that Caitlyn. Where that poke, oh man, he manages to land his abilities. Look at that damage coming out onto Lupine. That's what happens when you get hit by the light binding. He's forced to cleanse the Ignite, and he cleansed it just in time with 15 health remaining. Gudam did not have his ultimate up. He just used it to clear creeps. So that would have been a little bit of extra burst that they had, and they definitely would have been able to secure that kill. But that's what happens when Lux lands just one binding, and that's just one of the powers of Lux. I missed a kill up top, but we're going to go check it out right now. Jax is about half health. Insoy is full health. He's got full health, full mana. There is a nice cocoon followed by all that burst damage. He's going to get out of there, but he managed to get a nice repel just in range. Wow, and Insoy going to pick up those Dildos, no problem. Not even take that much damage, and so just a big blunder by Jax there, but he did not know she was there. But, I mean, he put himself out in that kind of awful position. So, I mean, Insoy, he's only got a needlessly large rod, so, I mean, he's kind of not looking too amazingly good at this point. I mean, it's only 15 minutes in the game, but I mean, let's see what he is. 4-6-1. I guess he's looking pretty fine. And Morgana's only got a needlessly large rod as well. I was just expecting maybe a little bit more there. Pinging onto Morgana in the middle lane. Can they do anything? There comes the Black Shield, and there comes the ultimate from Morgana. Monkey T taking so much damage from that. Quantic Hai going to be able to pick up that kill. Take those double buffs back for himself from Morgana. And it's still, I mean, man, Kha'zix does quite a bit of damage. You got the Hex Drinker as well now. Got that Doran's Blade. That Brutalizer definitely helps quite a bit. Meanwhile, Amumu is only 1-3-0. Hai is 6-3-5. And it's just doing such a big deal. Looks like there was a duel down at bottom lane. Gudam and Lupin. But let's see. I think Gudam would definitely win that at this point. Just the fact that he has a little bit of extra health. And, I mean, there is a little bit of extra AD. Oh, I'm missing kills up top. I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible person. Insoy overextended, taking down that tower, and Kha'zix is coming up here. There is no way Insoy can get out of this at all. There comes a nice sleep and slow onto Insoy, followed up by some more slow from Viper. And Quantic Hai are going to be able to pick up that kill. No problem. And that's just, again, just Kha'zix is able to just get in there, in your face, do a lot of damage with his Q. Let's see if he has leveled his Q yet. Not even leveled his Q yet. It's only been W and E, but I mean, W and E do so much damage by themselves. Let's see if they're using his ultimate yet again in kind of a hopeless situation. Viper gonna be forced to get out of there, but Hai can easily just pick up that kill. He does what he can in order to do that, but I mean, he needs his ultimate for those team fights. They can easily force team fights. Red team can, knowing that Amumu's ultimate's down. It's super easy. Memo is just continuing the chase. They're trying to knock him back, but Memo does not have that same poking power that he had early game. They have the health. Gudam definitely with that phage definitely helps against that Sona harassment. But Hai is coming yet again. Monkey T has nowhere to go yet again. Trying to pop that Black Shield as best he can. It's popped, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to follow up with anything. Neglect was not there in time to pop that Black Shield so he can get a Rune Prison out. So a little bit of a mistiming there, but Lupine's going to get hit by everything. Gudam going to be able to pick up that kill. And again, you see their ultimates just tying together. Lux and Ezreal, everyone. Lux and Ezreal. And a hidden lane combo down there. Monkey T coming back in. I don't even know why he came back in. He's going to go check things. I mean, 8-17. Hai is just so fed right now. Kha'zix in the jungle is just looking so good right now. And he's just turning around. He doesn't even care. He's exhausted, actually. He's forced to try and get out of there. As I get messaged on Skype. But that's okay. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Kha'zix still looking at it. Memo's still coming in. Not sure why he's wanting to duel this. He's forced to get out of there. Leak will be coming off of cooldown soon, but it doesn't matter. Void Spike's about to come off cooldown. The Void Spike's coming out. Hai able to pick up the kill with just Void Spikes, but Insoy's coming down here. And Amumu's on the other side. Went for a bandage toss. Did not manage to land it, but Neglect's going to find Insoy. The Repel's coming down. He is looking for Hai. He managed to find Hai. Amumu did. Can they manage to pick up the kill? I'm not too sure. There is nothing on their team. SE Theory taking so much damage from Neglect. Neglect going to find Insoy, though, and Hai's still here. Can they try and do anything? This Neglect is still tanking. Look at the damage coming out. Hai's just going to steal the kill. SE Theory is super low. Lupine going to throw out his ultimate, able to pick up the kill on the Kha'zix. Meanwhile, Insoy able to pick up the gold rise. Lux going to double laser kill onto Caitlyn and Mumu, and here comes the golden toenail. We're gonna watch it as it actually hits absolutely nothing, and that was just a waste of an ultimate. But here comes Monkey T. He's gonna get hit by that red buff. Doesn't matter. Black Shield is ticking, and she is gonna be okay. Viper's still looking super good. Let's see what Viper has at this moment. He's got a fade. He's got a sheen. Let's see what Kha'zix has. Just because, I mean, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at Hai playing Kha'zix. Looking at this Kha'zix jungle. Got that Brutalize, got that Hexstringer, got that Bloodthirster. But, I mean, he is so fed at this point in the game. 11-4-7. He is just, that's just ridiculous right now. I mean, so fed. There is just nothing he can do. I mean, and the other team can do at this point. I mean, he can, like, 1v2 people at this point. He can easily 1v1 anybody. Jax is taking on Morgana up top lane. Black Shield going to save her yet again. There's a Dark Binding coming out. Viper going to take that. A little bit of tremendous soul damage as well. She's coming in? Monkey, what are you doing, bro? Monkey, what was that? Why would you do that? Why would you come back in? The ultimate's out for Viper. Viper is going to go down here. One more auto attack. Oh no! Viper going to live! The ultimate from Viper managing to save his life. Can they manage to get in range for Repel? He is almost there, but Neglect is here to save him. And Sona going to whiff the ultimate. Neglect going to get hit by everything from Insoy. Can Neglect get out of here? He's going to throw down a Rune Prison, but Repel will be off cooldown. It is not going to be in range, though, but Lupine's here as well. Neglect, run, bro! One more auto attack, Ken. Did not get saved. It's over. Fanboy Gary going to get caught up by a Mumu now. The exhaust is onto him. Is he going to use his ultimate? He does use his ultimate. Sona might be able to pick up this kill. Sona going to grab it, but here comes Hai. Oh my gosh, the damage. He misses his void spikes, though. That's a big deal. Viper's going to come back in. Viper's going to run away now. Quantic Hai is able to pick up one kill. Memo is getting super low, but Ezreal was not there in the fight. Viper came back in for a little bit, then booked it. Did not want to fight that fight, so he was out of there. But dang, a nice turnaround by blue team. If red team throws this, that would just be the worst thing they could do. That would not be smart. That would be a horrible decision. Throwing this game. I don't know how they could throw this game. They're just also strong. They got so much burst potential, and then clean up with Kha'Zix and Ezreal and Jax. I mean, I don't know how they could possibly lose this with their team fighting presence. I mean, if you look at the other team fighting, you got Mumu, you got Morgana, you got Sony, you got a lot of Suns. I understand, you got a lot of CC. But just the fact that Lux can easily catch somebody out before the team fight and just do immense amounts of damage to somebody, and hopefully it will be the AD carry. But I mean, it could be anybody. It could be Morgana. You could do it to Elise. Elise will take a bunch of damage from that. Sona could even take a bunch of damage. I mean, you're just taking somebody really just out of that fight. They can't produce that full presence there. And that's what Lux and Ezreal do. And they can easily follow that up with Jax, Kha'Zix. I mean, they can just do so much damage that it's going to be hard for Red Team to really win team fights. Even though they have all those CC ultimates, it's just going to be so hard. Jax continuing that push up top. Kha'Zix is in the jungle. They do know he's there. It looks like they all want to kind of meet him. Hai needs to be careful, though. He does not want to get caught out here. This would be a horrible time to get caught. They do have it warded here, so they all know he's there. Are they going to try and bait him out? They are doing something onto him. They know he's there. Going to get hit by a Void Spike. Monkey T is there. Comes the nice Dark Binding onto Hai. But everybody else is there now. Hai taking actually quite a bit of damage from this. He's just going to keep on fighting. Everybody knows he's there. Quantic Hai's going to get hit by the ultimate out as well. So all the ultimates are out for their team. Monkey T going to get a nice binding onto Good and prevent that chase from happening. But I mean, there's the ultimates out for the team. You're not going to have Morgana ultimate. They're not going to have Sona ultimate. They're not going to have Caitlyn ultimate. Not that that one matters. But I mean, Lupine coming in, trying to find Hai. Not going to happen. Lux is here as well. Dark Binding not going to land, but Fanboy Gary is way out of position here. Lands a nice Void Bite to get a nice big slow. Gudem is now, Gudem and Lux are separated from the team. They can easily just turn around and pick up the skill onto Lupine. Lupine is alone here. The red buff is taking Lupine, gonna get a nice ultimate. There comes a Flash Ignite. Lupine gonna go down. Amumu and everybody else were just so split off. A little bit of tunnel vision, I guess, in Lupine. He was way out of position there. Monkey T is now caught out here, but here comes Amumu. He's able to pick up the kill onto Hai. Neglect is running away as well. Looks like Morgana did have to flash over that wall. Neglect is still going, looking on to get onto SE Theory. And meanwhile, Morgana is being jumped on by Gudem. Just one more on track, but there's a nice Zonius coming out. SE Theory now getting jumped on by Gudem. Gudem's still alive here. He's able to pick up this kill on SE Theory onto Morgana. And looks like Rai is going to be able to pick up the kill. Memo is going to get caught by a Rune Prism here. Here comes Gudem coming out for the nice double kill. Jax, meanwhile, is still dueling this person up top in Soy. So he forced to use Zonius in order to get out of there. The repel is coming down, but she has nowhere else to go except down. And Soy going to get jumped on. CIC and Viper are going to trade 1-for-1. But I mean, still worth it in their favor. He does have that bot lane push, and they're going to be able to easily take down these two towers, maybe. Can they get the second tower? Here comes the ultimate coming out. That's actually going to force Gudem to get out of here. Oh, wow. Actually, Caitlyn able to pick up that kill. Was it her red buff? No, or was it the minions? I mean, Lupine managing to pick up a kill, because, I mean, Gudem didn't even have to tank that. Like, you know, Rise was safe. Or people were safe. He didn't have to take that hit. He could have given it to somebody else. He could have been healthy and not have given up a kill. So, I mean, that's a big mistake on Gudem's part. He did not have to take that hit. No problem. And that's just a blunder. I mean, that's just 101. You didn't have to take it. Give it to the person who has a lot of health. You're going to be fine. You'll be safe. There's no problem there. But Red Team, I mean, this does kind of open up a possibility for Blue Team to try and do a Baron. But, I mean, they didn't really capitalize on anything. Gudem's already back up. So, I mean, Red Team can easily try and force this Baron. They're even pinging on it. And Hai is still pushing down this bottom lane. It looks like Blue Team wants to take down the mid tower. No problem. Ezreal's going to use that ultimate, so that's Ezreal's ultimate down. They are still pinging onto Hai, so, I mean, Hai looks like he's going to be a little bit of a distraction here. They don't know where he's at, though. They know he went into the jungle, but it looks like he is just going to wait here. Try and maybe catch somebody out here. Oh, man, he's going to run into 4 people there. He's actually just going to jump on a Lupine. Look at all that damage out. He forces the flash out of Lupine. There comes the ultimate out for Morgana and Ezreal and Sona. It's only really hitting one person. That's Viper. Hai is coming back in. Monkey T is going to go down to Jax. Hai is going to continue to jump onto Memo with his reset. He's going to continue chasing Memo. Meanwhile, they're chasing down Insoy. Insoy is going to get a nice Sona. Hai is turning on his energy as well. What's his name? Theory, not energy. But they're able to go 3-for-0 in that fight. They're going to easily be able to push this down. Gudem is down here to take down towers. And honestly, a good engagement by Hai. He knew he could take it. He knew his team was just around the corner. And it was very strong. Meanwhile, Hai is just going to turn, and he's going to go ahead and just start pushing this top lane out. They could easily take it and do it, but it looks like they don't really want to. Hai is definitely going to go up here. No, they're going to start taking it. It is super low. It's not going to do much damage. Gudem's going to take a lot of it. CIC Viper's going to get stunned under tower. He's just going to leap to his teammate. Gudem took a lot of tower hits there. And this could be a Baron attempt for Blue Team. They are pinging onto it. They know that people are low. Gudem has to try and start lifestealing off of these creeps. He does have a little bit. He's got that Vamp Scepter. He's got those Doran's Blades. He's taking those golem creeps. I mean, those wolves. He needs to start lifestealing. As anybody else, Jax is not going to be healthy for this fight. This could be a free Baron for Blue Team. Nobody else is really in their red position. Red Team, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to stop this. Lux is there for some poke. Jax is staying to try and stop it. Can Lux? This is going to be a huge play for Lux here. If Lux and Ezreal can really time their ultimates well, it will be a big deal. But it's going to come down to Lux. If Lux can get the steal here, if she can get the right damage off, it will be huge. It's getting super low. There comes the Ezreal ultimate coming out. There comes Lux. Can she get any damage off? She's going to ult everybody else instead. Everybody else has shown up. Insoy super low. Baron is still up. Amuma's going to go down. Insoy is going to go down. The double kill for Ezreal. And they're just going to be able to pick up this off the back of that one. They're going to pull out a little demon phrase there. And that looks like it's going to be GG. I'm not too sure if they can really do anything about this. Hai now has his Guardian Angel. He is still looking super strong. Can he get this slow? He's ulting in order to get closer. He lands the point spike. He's got the slow on him. The cleanse is going to be used. Hai going to go into stealth once again. He's going to reset. Oh, he's actually leveled his ultimate, so he's got it 3 times. His ultimate does reset his his passive. So, I mean, does manage to get quite a bit of slows out and a little bit of extra damage. Jumping onto Lupine. Look at that damage coming out onto Lupine. So much burst damage. And Memo is going to get his own own fountain. Quantic Hai taking Caitlyn damage, but it's just not going to do much. They're just keeping them in their fountain. There goes another Nexus tower down. Gudem coming back in. Lupine actually doing quite a bit of damage. Gudem getting super low. Gudem's going to go down. Jumping onto the Hai, still coming in. Look at all that damage coming out. Looks going to be able to pick up the kill onto Caitlyn. I see Theory going to go down as well to Kha'zix, actually to Arise, but Quantic Hai not even going to go down. Not its Guardian Angel, not even going to get pot. Kha'zix, man, so fed. 14-6 and 11, looking mighty strong. And what a strong showing of Kha'zix jungle. It's something you don't see too much in competitive play, but I mean, it looks like it has a place. I mean, he's got that nice 1v1ing potential. And look at that, he's exhausted, still does a bunch of damage. Fanboy, gotta pick up, we got another kill on Sona. Quantic Hai still not gonna get his GA popped. They're just holding out here. They're not gonna take this Nexus, it looks like. They're just gonna sit there and laugh. Hai gonna pop his ultimate, and there it goes.